Hello guys, I'm Timothy Earle with Earle Sports Bets and Picks and Parlays, and welcome back to another edition of Ballin with Tim Earle. We got some NFL picks for you guys, 4 of them that we'll be going over in this video. Before we jump into that, all of the plays that we have up on the site is available right here. 3-day pass for $49, picksandparlays.net/Ballin. We have NFL tomorrow, college basketball will be up for tomorrow, NBA will be up for tomorrow, hockey will be up for tomorrow. Lots and lots of stuff up tomorrow. So if you guys are interested, 3-day pass, $49. Check that out. Linked down below. Let's jump into it. We'll start with one of the early games, which is the Steelers and the Commanders. The Commanders are 2.5-point favorites, total of 45. These have been 2 of the good covering spread teams this year. And surprisingly, I was totally off on this one. Steelers are 6-2 this year. 6-2 against the spread. 4-4 over on the record. They've won 3 in a row, covering in all 3 of those games. And they kind of had the 2 losses sandwiched in between 3 wins each. So they're looking pretty solid to start the year. Another team that I did not, I expected them to be better, but 7-2 good? No, I did not expect the Commanders to be 7-2 at this point in the year, coming off of 3 straight wins. They've covered in every single game besides the first game of the year. And when it comes to it, I'm going to keep riding this Commanders team. I feel like this team has a really strong chance to win the division. And I think they get the win here against the Steelers. I know I've faded the Steelers a lot this year. It has not worked out all that well. I think it works out here, though. Let's grab the Commanders in this one. To the NFC South. Falcons and the Saints. The Falcons are 3.5-point favorites. 46.5 is your total in this one. Falcons are 6-3, 5-4 against the spread, 4-5 over on record, and they're kind of pulling away with this division. Obviously, it's a very crappy division. They've won 5 out of their last 6 games, covering in 4 out of their last 5, and they've just looked overall solid. This is a Saints team that hasn't won a game since week 2 in September. They went winless all of October. And they have, remember when they were 2-0? Yeah, they're 2-7 now, 3-6 against the spread, 6-3 towards the over. Give me the Falcons. I'm going to continue to fade the Saints team. Yes, they're coming off of losing to the Carolina Panthers. We could say, it's a get-right spot. They've lost 7 games in a row. There's no get-right spot anymore. Falcons win this game. Let's keep on rolling. We get to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The Eagles are 7.5-point favorites with a total of 44 in this one, and I'm going right after. I'm going right after this one. This one's the feed the injury report one. No Dak Prescott for the rest of the year. I think a lot of people are going to overreact to that and think that the Dallas Cowboys have no shot. But we've seen this before. I remember a couple of years ago, Cooper Rush came in, and it was. I believe it was a game that Dallas ended up winning outright. And I think it would be, Philadelphia was a 5.5-point favorite 2 years ago, and they won outright. And I look at this one. I'm not going to say the Cowboys are going to win outright, but 7.5, too many points. Give me the Cowboys here. We'll jump into the final game, Lions and the Texans. Lions are 3.5-point favorites. 50 is the total in this one. And I realized I didn't put the last slide, of course, into this one, but you get the Detroit Lions 7-1 against the spread, 7-1 record, 4-4 over under. Their only loss was week 2 versus Tampa. Houston, I don't understand Houston. They're coming off of losing on Thursday Night Football to the Jets. Now, that line we could probably have seen as a trap line. I'm taking Houston this one. This team is on extended rest. They're prepared for this game. Yes, the Lions are probably the best team in football right now. Maybe the Chiefs, and you can make the argument for either one of them. But the Lions have looked like the most dominant team in football. I think they could possibly lose this game. I think the Texans keep this one close at least. I'm on the Texans plus 3.5. There's no slide for it, but Texans plus 3.5 in this one. Once again, all the plays for Earle Sports Bets, 3-day pass, $49, picksandparlays.net/balling. That's where you're going to find all of Earle Sports Bets' best bets, which will include, which some of these might be on the site. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't put them up yet, but Commanders, -2.5. Falcons minus 3.5, Cowboys plus the 7.5, and I will be taking the Texans plus the 3.5 on the last one. That's going to do it for this edition of Ballin' Out with Tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck.